In terms of the size, the Honor-10 is 5.84 inches with 80% screen to body ratio, whereas the OnePlus 6 is 6.82 inches with 84% screen to body ratio. In the resolution, the Honor-10 has 1080p IPS LCD display with 432 ppi density. The OnePlus 6, however, is 1080p AMOLED display with 402 ppi density. In terms of the operating system, the Honor-10 runs on MOE, which is Emotion User Interface 8.1, on top of Android 8.1 Oreo. OnePlus 6 is Oxygen OS 5.1, on top of Android 8.1 Oreo. For the Honor-10, it runs a Silicon Kirin 970 processor, and the OnePlus 6 is the Qualcomm Snapdragon 845 processor. The Honor-10 is 6GB of memory for 128GB of storage, and the OnePlus 6 has 8GB of RAM for the 128GB storage model. The camera on the Honor-10 has 16 megapixels and 24 megapixels with f1.8 aperture on the rear, but it does not have any OIS or EIS enabled stabilization. On the OnePlus 6, the cameras on the back have 16 megapixel and 20 megapixel lens with 1.7 aperture, and it does include OIS and EIS. The front-facing cameras have 20 megapixel on the Honor-10 with f2.0 aperture, and it records at 1080p. The OnePlus 6 has 16 megapixel front camera with f2.0 aperture and EIS enabled. The Honor-10 has a headphone jack and a single stereo speaker at the bottom, and OnePlus 6 is exactly the same. In terms of the fingerprint scanners, the Honor-10 has the fingerprint at the front, and OnePlus 6 has the fingerprint scanner on the back. In terms of the charging, the Honor-10 has fast charging, and it can give you 50% battery life in 24 minutes, and the OnePlus 6 has fast dash charging, which gives you 60% in 30 minutes. Now, in terms of the battery life, the Honor-10 runs a 3400 mAh battery, and the OnePlus 6 runs a 3300 mAh battery. And finally, in terms of the price, the Honor-10 retails around £400, and the OnePlus 6 retails at £519 for the 120.
You got to let it go. 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 I'm ready to let go, go. I'm ready to let go. You ready to let go, go. I'm ready to let go. I'm ready to let go, go. I'm ready to let go. I'm ready to let go. You got to let it go. You got to let it go. Got to let it go. You got to let it go.
Alright guys, there you have it. Now, in conclusion, Honor's device is slightly smaller, with a smaller but sharper display, a higher resolution front camera, and a dual rear camera full of AI tricks. It also has a larger battery capacity, and it has certainly more of an appealing design, for me especially. The OnePlus 6 offers a great design, and it comes with Qualcomm's latest processor under the hood, coupled with more RAM and storage than the Honor-10, as well as a larger display. It also is unofficially water resistant, but it does cost a little bit more in terms of the price. Now, both devices offer flagship grade hardware,